computer power. Macs and Vray are programs that uses massive amount of computer power. A weak computer or a laptop will not be able to complete the tasks efficiently. So yes, if you are going to make 3D business using 3ds Max and Vray, you will need a decent hardware that can handle that. Generally, I recommend workstation computers over laptops or regular PCs. Workstation computers are made for hard work. They are powerful and they can handle long working hours. Currently, I'm using HP workstations and they are great. The HP Z600 and HP Z800 are workstations that you can depend on. Unlike most laptops, after long time rendering, their performance drops down greatly. So what do I recommend? Well, we have many options depending on the budget. So if your budget is okay and money no problem, then we have the HP workstation that I personally certify that is great. That is its website, the HP, you search HP workstations, and then you go through the side. We have the Z2, that's the latest, Z240. We also have this Z8, which is very, very powerful. Depending on your budget, we have to do our own researches on that. Next, we have Box Workstations. That's their website, box.com. These people build these powerful workstations specially for graphics and 3D industry. And of course, the Dell workstations. Many 3D artists do great projects with Dell. And we have these Alienware computers that are originally made for gaming, but can also handle Macs and Vray greatly, and they look great. So these are the workstations that are assembled by big names like HP, Box, Dell, and Alienware. We also have the option to assemble a computer from scratch by choosing each computer part specifically to create our own workstation. This will require some help from the people that sells computer parts at the computer shops and also some researches on our part to decide the best part for us. The most important parts that will affect our workflow in Macs and Vray are two parts, the processor and the graphic card. Processors are the main thing when it comes to rendering. It also affects the overall speed of the computers. Better processors will result in faster rendering, making you do more in less time. Faster processors usually are more expensive. That's why it's better to check out processor benchmarks to compare speed of the processor versus price and choose what's best for you. If you googled processor benchmark, you will find websites like cpubenchmark.net that compares power and prices of processors on the market. On that website, you will have charts of all kinds. We will target the high-end charts. On the high-end charts, you will see a comparison of performance for the best processors on the market and the prices next to it. For example, now the Intel i9 has the highest performance and its price is a little under $2,000. Notice that the best is not necessarily the most expensive. We have here this Xeon processor that costs $3,800, has less performance than the i9 processor. So it's a good thing to have a look at the charts before taking your decision. We can do the same with graphic cards. Let's Google graphic cards benchmark. You will find websites like videocardbenchmark.net, almost the same like the processor's website. We will go to high-end video card charts. You have here the Titan V that is not yet on the market with the highest benchmark, and the price is not available yet. If you look closely on the top, second and third of this chart, you will find the Quadro P6000 with a price of $4,800 with a very little added performance than the GTX 1080 Ti with just $700. In a case like that, the difference is not worth the price. So, these are the main two parts we will need to focus on when buying our computer. Other than that, we will have to get a good amount of RAM. You can start with 32 gigas. More RAM lets your computer handle large scenes smoothly. The rest will be a large hard disk to store your data, a SSD drive to speed up your system, a case with a good power supply, a motherboard that can handle all these parts. What if you are just starting and the budget is below all that? Well, there is an option of buying used workstations like a year-old HP Z820 with a price range around $1,000. It will be a very good bargain, but sometimes you might need to upgrade the graphic card. In my country, there are so many shops at computer malls that sells used workstations, and many people online too. You will have to ask around a little to find a good seller with a good reputation. So that's all the options for buying a new computer. A good computer is a good investment, and it will make your 3D learning and workflow much faster.